Guys, by the end of this video, you will be able to successfully install Xampp server. We'll see how to download WordPress. Also, you will see the entire procedure where we will configure our database and set up the WordPress. Okay guys, so let's get started by coming back to the PC screen recording. So here in browser, you are supposed to type Xampp download. Since we are thinking of installing Xampp for our further proceedings, click on the first website. Since my system is of 64-bit, so I'll be downloading this, and this is also latest version, so I'll go ahead with this. Click on this to get started with the downloading procedure, and the downloading procedure will take some good amount of time. So I've already downloaded, and let me show you. Something will come like this. So after double clicking on this, the installation procedure will start. The installation is quite similar to the installation of all kinds of other softwares, where you are supposed to keep every setting onto the default ones and move ahead with the proceedings. So after installation of Xampp, what you are supposed to do is that they will ask you in which drive you are supposed to save your Xampp, and my Xampp is over here. So after your installation procedure completes, there will a screen appear something like this. Here what you are supposed to do is to keep Apache and MySQL in start mode. See, this is quite important. Why we are supposed to keep Apache and MySQL in start mode? The reason being that WordPress allows us to create a dynamic website. Dynamic website, that means we have a database and a server, right? We have a database and a server for our website. So in that case, for database, we have to keep MySQL in start mode, and we also know that in the backend of our WordPress website, the code that runs is in PHP language, right? So for that backend code to run, we need to keep Apache in start mode. Here, as you can see, Apache and MySQL both are in start mode and they are in green. So this is important, because if you are not keeping it in start mode, you won't be able to create a website for you. You won't be able to create any kind of project for you. So this is quite important. So going ahead with the proceedings, now what we are supposed to do is type localhost. So once you have downloaded Xampp and installed properly, the screen will appear where you are supposed to keep Apache and MySQL in start mode. Now you will type localhost in your browser, and if something appears onto a screen like this, that means your Apache and MySQL is in start mode. If there does not appear something like this, that means that your Apache and MySQL is not in start mode. The next thing we are supposed to do is to create a database for our website, because creating database is important for us. You already know the entire data which is shown onto your website, that is stored somewhere. That storage of data is called database, right? So for creating database on localhost, we'll type localhost/php myadmin. Then something appears like this. Then click on database. Type a name of your database over here. Like I've already created over here a database named website work. So you can type a random name over here, whatever name with which you are supposed to create your database, and then click on create. Since I've already created website work named database, so I won't be creating again. Now we'll move ahead with downloading WordPress for our website. So for downloading WordPress, we'll go to the official site, that is wordpress.org. Here click on get WordPress. Click on here and your downloading procedure will start. Okay, so as you can see, my WordPress 5.5.3 has been downloaded in zip file. So after this, you will have to extract this. Click on extract all, and after extracting, there will appear a folder like this, WordPress 5.5.3. This is not in a zip file, right? So we'll copy this, and then we'll come to the location where we have installed Xampp. Here in Xampp folder, we'll go to htdocs and we'll paste that WordPress that we have copied from there. As you can see, that WordPress which we have copied from there, we have pasted it in htdocs folder, which is inside the Xampp folder. We'll rename it. Okay, so I've renamed it with the name website work. That WordPress which we have pasted right now, I have renamed it with the name website work. Whatever, you can just leave it with the name WordPress also, but I'm just naming it because this is the name through which I'm gonna create project for us. See, why is it important that we are supposed to copy paste that file into htdocs which is inside Xampp? The reason being, whenever you start creating a website for you, whenever you start creating a project for you, you are supposed to download WordPress and copy that file and paste it into this htdocs. Now after this, for setting up and configuration procedure of our WordPress, we'll type localhost / the folder name which we have created right now, the website work. Okay, so now they'll ask you to choose a language. Of course, you'll choose English. Then they'll ask you what kind of configuration you want for your database. So let's go. And here in database name, you will write the name of the database which you have already created. Since we have created the name of the database as website work, so we'll give website work here. See, the important thing to know is that when you're hosting your website locally, the username will always be root and password will always be blank. Remember this, username will always be root and password will always be blank. When you are hosting locally, this will be the database configuration. Database host will be localhost, table prefix wp-. So in your database, there will be something like wp-content, wp-user, wp-admin. These kind of folders you will find out, right? So they are asking what is the prefix you want. You can give any name. So I'll go ahead with this. So the required configuration which we are supposed to do is that in case of database name, we are gonna name the same name that we have created earlier, right? Username will be root, password will be blank, and database host will be localhost, and table prefix wp-. We are okay with that. Then site title, here you will give a tagline of your website. That will be the site title for you. Username, anything like since our project is random, so I'll be going ahead with the username Divyanshu since my name is Divyanshu, and password I'll again go ahead with Divyanshu. Email I'll go ahead with something random, and the next thing they're asking is search engine visibility. Like, you know, here search engine visibility means if you're creating a blog for yourself and you want everybody to see it when you're hosting it onto the online server, then you also want Google to index your website, right? So that anybody searching on a random topic, and if you already have posted an article onto your blog, so they'll find out your article also only when your article will be indexed by Google, right? After this, we can log into our website by typing localhost / website work, which is our database name /wp-admin. There they will ask you the username and password, and so basically what we did in this entire video is that we installed Xampp server, then we kept Apache and MySQL in start mode, then we went into our browser and typed localhost / php myadmin. There we created a database for our project. The database name that we kept there was website work. Then we went on to the download WordPress. We extracted the downloaded WordPress which was in zip format, then copied that and pasted into htdocs which is inside Xampp folder. Then we went on to configure database and set up WordPress. So with that said, in the next video, I'll make you guys aware with the default dashboard of our website. Okay, at the end, if you watched up to this segment of the video, I would definitely request you to give a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. We'll meet in the next video for sure. Till then, take care of yourself, be happy, be positive.